So now we're entering the last week, and this is probably the most fun part of the week. You have been working extremely hard for the past 2 weeks on the different deliverables and the quizzes and the lectures. You have been studying the different perspectives. We have been walking through different types of exercises. So basically, the last week is all about connecting what you already have learned into a coherent picture. So it's all about connecting the dots. We talked about the blind man and the elephant. Now it's actually to draw the elephant, to actually see the project as it is, to see all the different sub-analysis that you made based on a different perspective, and try to understand the project that you're investigating in its totality. To see the elephant. At the same time, we also want to take your own practices to the next level. So you've also been working as project managers every day, and you have tried different practices out. You have probably witnessed that there are many different ways to be and act as a project manager, and also the act or the practice of being project manager is actually something that is rooted in our different personalities. As we are different persons in a group or whatever, we will have different practices of how to manage. And there's no one best way. There are many different ways. Some are good, some are not as good, but each of us has our personal style. At the same time, sometimes our personal preferences is maybe not the best suited for actually managing projects. And thus sometimes we have to work with ourselves in order to become better at managing projects. And that is basically what we do by providing feedback to one another. Thursday, you also did the complexity game, which was a lot of fun. And now we're also taking it to the next level, working with a more elaborate version of a game. So, but just before I'm starting to introduce the game, which is the main thing the next 2 days, I just want to say a few words about the other thing that is happening this week. So, today and tomorrow we have the project game. I'll get back to this. But there are some other stuff that is going on today. You handed in or the next couple of days, you handed in the deliverable the other day, Saturday. I've sent it to the TA, so they will review it, just as they did with the first version. And besides that, you have to do the peer review as you already did for the first one. That peer review has to be submitted tomorrow. Okay? So you'll have the ability to actually get feedback on the work that you've been doing so far. Besides there is a small little exercise that we ask you to do, and that is we would like to have your main findings presented in one slide, where you basically state what were the main findings of this project, what was this project about. There's the title of the project, the members of your team who did the analysis. We also would like you to actually to relate or think about how does this project relate to the achievement of the Global Development Goals, the Sustainable Development Goals. So it's just one slide, it's very simple, but I actually think it's a nice way to start thinking about, so what are the main findings of our analysis? It's a nice way to actually start the reflection on connecting the dots, because that will also be basically be in your report afterwards. So if you kind of step back, see the elephant in its totality, what is it that you see based on all the details that you have been investigating for the past weeks? That needs to be submitted tonight. It's a very small exercise deliverable, and I'm sure you can do it. We use this for a fun little event at the very last lecture, or the last lecture that I'll do on Wednesday, where I'll do the wrap-up lecture. And it's usually a lot of fun. So please prepare this and submit it on the DTU Insight. I'll create an assignment in there. Okay? And remember to keep the form factors. So that is the small assignment here. Then we'll have the wrap-up lecture Wednesday, where I will talk about the final connecting the dots, the different ways of connecting the dots in the reports. We will also announce the winners of the project game, which is a lot of fun. And I will also connect what you have learned into a broader societal perspective, looking at what it takes to actually live in a more project-oriented society. Then we have scheduled a guest lecture with John Sommer, who is the market director of MT Højgaard and one of the grand old men in managing projects in MT Højgaard. He will come by and he will do a talk on the past, present and future of project management seen through his lifetime. And I promise you they are going to be extremely entertaining. He is also a part of our advisory board, industrial advisory board, and he's a person with a lot of resources and a lot of insight into how project actually is practiced. So I'm absolutely sure this is going to be fun and great. So I hope to see you all there. Then Friday I will do a ISO preparation lecture. I already did one and last in August, and all of that is recorded and it will be uploaded later today on our website doingprojects.org. /certification. There you'll be able to see it. There are three. There will be 3 videos within that, which basically outlines what are the background for the certification that we offer. How is the certification process? What type of questions will you be seeing? And then finally, basically, I walk through each part of the standard. And the reason why I do this is because I would like you to have an understanding of how the standard is organized. I'll also talk a little bit about this on Wednesday. And then if you're interested, there's the actual test certification test on Saturday. If you don't have the opportunity to take it on Saturday, we will organize the same test in August again, next time we run the course. Besides that, I think Maskinmesterskolen is actually organizing a test the 16th, which is tomorrow afternoon. Or I don't know whether it's tomorrow, but it is tomorrow. So if you can't, then you might be able to schedule there. I don't know exactly when it is. But the point is that it is the same test, so whether you take it Maskinmesterskolen or DTU or whatever, it doesn't matter. Okay. Yes. So, any questions regarding the final part of the course? Do you look forward to it? It's gonna be nice, I promise you. Okay.